Happy Sunday, folks! It is it's a balmy like 17 degrees here in the mountains. Blue skies. It's beautiful out. It's a bit chilly. Had to do some extra finger warm-ups this morning. Some vocal lubrications. Sirius has found a tennis ball, one of 20 he keeps in the house at all times. You know, what a goober. But yeah, I hope everyone's Sunday is lovely. I hope it's you're warm if you're in a cold place, and you're cool if you're in a warm place. Dry if it's often wet, and vice versa, wet if you need to be wet. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for tuning in on Friday to Timid Thaw. I'm glad you guys are appreciating that one. I certainly appreciate you all so very much. February 16th is when that full album comes out. Serious, you're gonna be crazy just to rip right. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those sets. It's gonna be a banger. I can already tell. Dad, this is my large tennis ball. That's a big tennis ball. He's got a bigger one. He's got one that's like this big. But yeah, February 16th. That's when that album comes out. Appreciates You. Mixed and mastered by Julia Norelli. Then the next day, February 17th, we're gonna be at the Rock Hill Bakehouse with my good friend Alicia Messer Vanskoy. My brain always wants to make her first name very fancy, and I mess it up if I don't slow down, so we're slowing down. Yeah. But then, the next day, I'm going to be playing a private show at Middlebury College for the fine students there, and even the faculty. Those folks are great. I can't wait. That will be fun. I played there last in September with Florida's finest flip turn there. That was a lot of fun. So we'll be coming back there. So that'll be great. That'll be on the 18th. And then 2 days later, I'll be in Portland, Maine. I'll be at the Blue, which is a jazz bar. That'll be a great time. I get to see my friend Ross, who lives in town. I get to see him every once in a while. It's really great when I do, so I'm excited. And then 2 days from then, on that Thursday, I'll be at the Wallflower Collective in Burlington, Vermont. Another favorite venue of mine. That place is so fine. Such nice folks there. Right, serious, really nice folks. They love dogs there. I'm not bringing this one, but I always see a lot of puppies there, which is great. Playing tunes and seeing doggos, what's better? But I also like kitty cats. So the next day, I'm playing at the Koffee Cat Espresso Bar. I've never seen a cat there, but I don't doubt that at some point in my lifetime I could. So that one will be really fun. Then the next day, I'll be back in Lake George. I'll be at the living room. That'll be a good one. So. Yeah, that's 6 shows. That's wild. You folks are great. Gee shucks. Maybe we'll have some more. I'm still working out some more. We'll see. I'm not holding any gooses accountable. I'm counting my ducks before they lay chickens, or whatever the phrase may be for the morning. But yeah, I got 2 cups of coffee. It's one of those mornings. I'll probably have some tea here in a little bit too. It's always a mystery. Jess and I normally have a mocha in the morning, which is like a espresso, but it's not to the same pressure, so it's not an espresso, it's a mocha. But then we have tea a little bit later, and I'm still normally working through my entire pot of coffee, but then I end it off with a cup of tea, and it's great, and I never know what type of tea it's going to be. Right, sirs? Yeah, you can see it. He's right here. He's a good boy. You heard a thud. Now there's commotion, but we're gonna start playing some tunes. So actually, how it works out is single number 1 and single number 2. You'll actually hear them back to back on the album. So I'm gonna play them back to back right now. This is Root Rot, and then you're gonna hear Timid Thaw. I'm not sure yet if there'll be a break in between, but if there isn't, now you know what the tunes are gonna be. Here we go. Oh yeah, and I got this fancy thing. It's just like rubber washer. They're not new, of course. It turns out we actually bought a pack of them years ago, and I just refound one when I was thinking about getting one. But that allows this strap not to fall off. And normally it doesn't fall off when I'm playing because I have it jacked in. I do a direct in normally, direct in, and then also mic'd some crazy times. But yeah, this allows for when we're doing these things, my strap don't fall off. I can get extra funky and not worry about it just slipping, because it's just a weird little button back here and a cloth strap that is more just a favorite of mine than it is conventional. Serious, you lay down. We're starting. I know I talked a while, but Dad, start playing the music. They're not here for your ramblings. fruit fruit. Okay, you guys have fun. I feel like I could use it as a workout, extra serious weight on the seriously now. A nose caked in smoke billowing from the north, and a light smell of sulphur, the reek of a paper plant. Thought I had escaped a change in the winds, a second time smoked out, wings tipped like snakes, similar to Atlas. Struggles yet different in a subtle way, deathbed beneath the tamarack. He's like dancing with it now. Striking up a sad conversation. You see, I say I saw a spotted salamander. It drowned in a pond, its yellow spots spoiled, the black one a milky gray. Yet still I scooped him out, not nearly the worst I've seen, a mere waterlogged delay. A smear sticks to me, to my pink striped shirts, and to the metal bottle of my dead dad's coffee mug, with a little bit of grass on the metallic sliding lid, not dissimilar from the coffin in which I hid his favorite quarter beer in the dagger from my hip. Big old bird tree swinging on down, powered up to flat, run straight through. Like where my fingers meet the nails, no fitting of my age, my face is a liar. The mirror shows no experience yet of loves, and sense forgot more than some ever will. Spring peepers, when a soliloquy comes to an end, a sprouting spring strut has the starlings making nests. A many morale morning always goes till a manic afternoon. Branches break from the weights of something old, want to stop trying to. The final frost froze day after they sowed their seeds. As for I wait for the flying swirl on the apple tree. Forsythia flowers for more to shake away mid-April snow. Still faring better than the hibiscus, now laying down, 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 down. Oh, fret not, come midday, then steal the show. Branches break from the waves of something oh so sweet, long enough for the truth's hot pits to settle in our soft stomachs. Yeah, root rot, timid, thaw. Whew. It is a little chilly here this morning. I gotta warm up the digits. Digit warming. Loading. But yeah, I hope everyone is just doing quite swell. I do have a treat for you folks. So next Sunday, I discussed it with Jess this morning whether we should be still super secretive and not really be all forthcoming with the information, but Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, it'll be the last social before tour. So on tour, I don't do socials. You can come out and see me if you're local to the East Coast. That being northern New York, northern upstate New York, Vermont, Portland, Maine. If not, I'm gonna be trying to make more shows out to the east, the west soon enough. But in the meantime, I'll be trying to record maybe some of these shows to share with you. But since we won't be doing the social before tour kickoff, cook-off, either way, we're gonna be cooking the kicks, I think. I'm gonna have a special guest. We're gonna have a special guest. You're gonna have a special guest. I'm gonna have someone else come and play a couple tunes for you folks. Maybe you can throw some facts together and figure out who it's gonna be. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. But yeah, I hope everyone's day is just off to a lovely start. We've been seeing a bunch of birds. It's been a very birdie day. Well, at least already today, but these last few weeks, I think it's been cold, and there's been at least some snow cover, so there's not a lot of stuff for the birds to be picking at. So we like to give them some suet, some high energy suet, and then some woodpecker suet. We like to mix up the blocks that they get to play with, and then we have some seeds out there. And we had a golden finch swarm the other day. There's just so many of them. They just came in and took everything, and they were gone. And then I saw a hawk. I haven't seen any of the little songbirds lately. Saw a lot of crows. The crows are kicking it. We've seen some ravens tipping around. I always love the factoid that if you see a crow and you're like, wow, that's the biggest crow I've ever seen, it's probably a raven, which is pretty neat. I mean, there's also very other distinctive things you can tell the two apart, but that's a quick thing. And then from there, if you're like, wow, big crow, you're like, oh, is that a raven? And then you check off your other check marks. But yeah, birds, man, gotta love them. The ornithological thrills. All right, let's get back to tunes. These are a couple old ones. We haven't seen a blue heron here in a while, but they've been here trucking in the backyard. Just now we're like, what's that out there? Just a big old heron. He's just bobbing, trucking around, thinking he's gonna find some, I don't know, fish in the backyard. You never know. It's pretty swampy that way. Caught straight blue on a half-sunken tree. Frozen grapes smell the presence of me. Young old lady with a fistful of seed, sowing and growing that dank shrubbery. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Sides of the garden lanes, man, those bees were busy today. Oh, 4 miles up a 20-mile trail, sun shining bright in a wedding veil, wedding veil. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. When the strawberries mighty and thick, pack it in glass and give it a rip. When the strawberries picked in trance, it got my lady with a Cheshire grin. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Rain on the mountain is a green amount side. Bygones be bygones and the mountains are calling me on. The old rock wall is cut through the field and slowing the ground. The babbling brooks and rolling fields are a forest now. The woods I walked and I was a ladder like an Elysian field. So I venture out through the thicket on a whim without a single finger cross. I found me a Riparian throne and I bled out and let the music drain. The blueland dance, the woodland dance, see me grin and grin near the ear. Yet dance, darling, shuffle down my old rock wall. Cold spell, heat of summer, flowers tend to die. Warm spell, dead of winter, the grass is full away. So bygones be bygones in this mountain we call our home. The old rock wall, we cleared it now in vaults, stimulated new growth. The mighty groves and lovely walls we fill with sweet and floral sounds. The woods we'll walk through our old age of private paupers fields. But as we walk them now, loving lavender, the sweet and heavy stench on our breath. Our lips touch, our fingers weave, our subconscious petals fall. Our stellar symbiosis suddenly seeming less surreal. We've always been the fruiting body of a mycorrhizal love. Cold spell, heat of summer, flowers tend to die. Warm spell, dead of winter, the grass is a fool awake. That was Ginseng and Honey and Mountain Song before that. I always love playing those songs together. It had always been before I would do Ginseng and Honey first, that last one, and then when I worked down to the ended on the G, and then just pop right back into the go right into Mountain Song. That's how you would find it on Decompose. My second EP there. You'd find it in that order there, which is fun, and that's how I liked it. But I've just been loving the groove of coming out of Mountain Song, the high G there, and then just like rocking down into it. I just think that's cool too. It's enjoyable. And Jess, you hit the beep perfectly. I don't know if you noticed that.
What?
When you hit the button on the air frying thing.
Oh.
It was a and then bang, ding. So back in the other mountain days, so 2011, 2012, there was a ripping electric lead guitar over that after we came out of the and it was just like this wild stuff. That was Dylan Swertner. Now he still shreds. He's shredding in Joe Mansman's Midnight Revival Band. I think I got that all right. He's the lead, the shredding machine in that outfit now. But we used to do the shredding over some folk with a piano as well. That was the mountains. Yeah, you can hear very infant versions of a few of those songs back in the archives of the YouTube. It's on another YouTube account I have, still with the same, just Joseph Biss. At one point, I couldn't find the password for that, so I still don't have the password for that. And I just stopped using it, made a new one, same name, and kept rocking. As one does. So yeah, this is a new tune. This is a new one. Glad I warmed my hands more before I got to this one, because this is a walkabout. Still, these fingers are a little chilly. But yeah, I've mentioned this last few weeks, but I've been working on these nails. See, you can see them in here. So I can get the proper nice picking actions. And I've been enjoying it. It's nice. So see how they go. But yeah, this is, did the D stand for disembarkation? So if you want to know a little more on that, because here's a little factoid. I always had a fascination, morbid may it be or not, with the World War II. For some reason, since I was a child, I don't really know. And I was looking up the other day, as one does, and I'm like, yeah, D-Day. I'm like, what's the D stand for? And then I didn't realize that that was an issue, and they didn't really, still may not really know. Some people, they put in the records and they're like, well, D-Day, D was just for day, so it's just day. I'm like, wow, day. That's cool. And then they're like, well, H hours, hour, and so on and so forth, and they explained it. And then someone else mentioned, and I think a lot of the people of the French historical people think that the D stood for disembarkation. Disembarkation is the offloading of vessels, ships, cargo, stuff of that matter. Did the D stand for disembarkation? Doesn't that just fall off the tongue? And now we have a song that has nothing to do with well, I mean, maybe it has some images that could be parallel to such historical events, but it's not a biography or anything like that of a World War II anything or anything. I'm just gonna play the song. Stuff's weird, man. Measuring winter's length by the burn marks on the back of my hands. Washing my hair with Grandpa's pine tar. Rinsing it out with apple cider vinegar. Though the smell, it makes me nauseous. Bending the rules of a typical bender. Days to weeks now, I am 10 months weak. Glass bottles clink and I am chest deep in the ocean. Seeing several minds bob just beneath the surface. Making a simple ink with the creosote of the wood stove pipe. Add some flood water, it goes black, like the blister on my right pointer finger. Writing a ransom letter to myself, a hostage kept until we reach self-accountability. I can turn a flower back to ash when all the to-dos have become to done. there's always room for two. On the bayonet you fell on alone, applying pressure on each other's wounds. There's always room for two. On the bayonet you fell on alone, applying pressure on each other's wounds. Cool. Yeah, it's the third time I've played that, so it's pretty neat. It's getting there. Again, I like to show you folks where things are when they start out. If you tuned in on Wednesday to the Patreon, the midweek meetup, you would have seen that with only 2 verses. Possibly last Sunday, you may have seen an instrumental version of it. Serious, do you remember? He doesn't remember. He's got the view of the outside world, just seeing that sunshine. This is a good boy. My good boy back here. Oh, you warm? How's the wood stove? Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Good job. Damn. He's got a hand warmer out here. Boy's got a big hot neck.
Someone filled the kettle, but didn't start it.
These things happen. Yeah, so I'm liking where that one is. It's fun. It's neat. I like the building of not having chorus until the very end. In the other versions I played, that little walk-up bridge that's once I get out of the... and I started... I had meant to do the singing part that I did in the later half, during the middle half. So there was at least something building in there, but I didn't, and maybe that was... maybe that's just the way it'll turn out. I have that happen sometimes where I just don't even think about it, subconsciously edit something, whether it be I trim out a guitar part, shorten something, don't double something, do double something, and then I have to like, whoa, I did that, and I'm gonna stick with it, and maybe that'll be the case. Maybe I won't sing the first time. Seriously, you're all riled up today, bro. One of those mornings, father. Cool. Well, yeah, we're gonna get the capos on. Well, the capo, singular capo. I've seen people do dual capos, but I'm not about that. I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. Excuse me. I feel like extra cold mornings. We should play this song. This is a pair of songs. Museum into Songo. I think I've leaned into just calling them all songs, even if they're more spoken word than not. A song is a song, man. I meditate on the morning, and in the summer sun I face it. In winter, in her distance, I face my own hearth, tending to a personal star, consuming what I feed it. If only the sun would eat. On second thought, gaseous autophagy fits her. On third thought, no, why can't I cast myself right on through and into the sun? A flash in the pan, a stardust cake broom, a tale of the king beetle on the coconut estate. Why not be utterly changed into fire? Her we wither, without her more soul. gave birth to the seasons, having never seen snow. Gaia's her sister, though they seldom speak, found less use for words as the era passed. Silence and solstice punctuate time through tide pools and moonrise. Self-occupies with solar flares dancing, paint coats a brush, so softly inspired, a sweet static storm erupts color forward, a magnet flower blooms, pollen with polls metallic beams, polarity drifting sends them off course. New fields will blossom, the wake of her strokes, palettes with posies and daffodil two sisters in tandem, the way of our world, a duet of germination, the splitting of a seed. I've never visited a grave, and I know I never will. So in life, I appreciate until I'm sure you suffocate. Walking up the gravel drive to my foxhole home, past the Paris castle. Watch the hornet's nest grow. Affixed to the west side of a white cement block wall, with a limestone sunk throw found under my foot. I never visited a grave, and I know I never will. For when we all meet our deaths, only those moldering will. Built a bridge of asbestos toy. Watch you fella burning it down. Asbestos for maternal line. The suffix dies with my name. Cut the throat of a turnip quail. Crush a neighborhood of rats. Let's compare child choice. You have a roof over your head. Yeah. So speaking of subconscious doings, I have it handy. Just let it out, baby. Yes, more. She's crazy. Straight up wild.
That's been steeping for about 5 minutes.
Oh, thank you. What is it? Green.
Chamomile lavender mint.
Oh my gosh. All right. Whew, that sounds delicious. Thank you. Chamomile lavender mint. Decent. My intentions were to play Raise the Monster right out of the new tune. And then I got through, I'm like, you know what, we just gotta play Where the Woodpile Was right now. And we did. And then we played Sorority, and then we're 2 songs away from where I was gonna be playing that song, and I'm like, all right, I guess we're gonna play it now. So I'll make the proper arrows, don't worry, on the picture of the set list, which if you're ever interested, on the YouTubes, you can just go into the information and see the set list I type out. And most of the times it's accurate. Sometimes I forget a song. But if you want to see a picture of the set list that I am reading from, which is what I'm looking at over here, this thing. Yes. If you want to see this, I post this on Patreon or on the stories on the Facebook and the YouTube or the Instagram, so you can see this photo. So I'll make sure I take an arrow and I move this down a couple spots for all the people taking notes at home, taking notes on my improper note taking. Scheitz. We're just gonna set this right here. So I have these. I got these from my grandmother. These are Boston clips. These are these wild things. They're very heavy, as you can see. So what I do is I just wedge it over here on the stand with all the lights and the cameras and the action. And it doesn't always work. So I'm just gonna set this right here for now. We only got a handful more for you fine folks. And then I'll let you get them on to your Sunday. And then what's going on this week? So this week, yeah, we're playing with the singles. We'll be listening to them. Maybe there'll be more goofy videos. There'll be I don't know if I'll have any more announcements for you folks until the Friday after next, when the album comes out and we get to all listen to it. How groovy! Maybe we'll have one of those fancy listening parties that all the it seems the hip people doing music and playing a bunch of shows right now are doing. Is they have an album come out and then they do like a live event on the YouTube where they play the songs and then maybe they explain them or say a note or two or just sit there and bob their head with their own music, which is a thought, isn't it? So maybe we'll do something like that. I'm not sure yet. When I know, you'll know after. That's how that goes. Because if I was to say when I know, you'll know, then you'll know after I know. Oh gosh, just keep on drinking my caffeinated beverages. And non-caffeinated beverages. I don't think that mint, lavender, or chamomile retain any linkage of the caffeine from the I don't think so. Our lovely petals so soon to peel, they unfurl, they beguile, invoke us all. Self-coaxing, soft snow shakes free. Spring has yet to be sprung. Thought taut and coiled, calm though impending. Thought taut and coiled, calm though impending. Time kept through trillion blooms, time dissolved through fungal fruits. Our own sapotrophic dependence to the thaw in her own infatuation with our decay. Seems the only 2 souls awake this morning, only this lonely crow. I'm strolling down the walk this morning and he's picking the snow. And oh, to the lonely crow, all the wisdom he must know. And oh, to the lonely crow, back in time before the snow. Think what I see in him and what he sees in me. Think I've frozen to the touch this morning and he's grinning the breeze. Quite accurate. And oh, to the lonely crow. sorrow he won't show, but I'll hold to the lonely crow. Let's see how wrong I was. Teach me, old crow, teach me your ways. Give me a hand I reach for in my sleighing days. On a horse through the lonely crow, any pain or sorrow I mustn't show. On a horse through the lonely crow, back in time before. He threw a subtle call, I heard him clearly say, any sorrow shown will only propagate. On a horn to the lonely crow, his grin fixed my face, it'll show. On a horn to the lonely crow, through you and I will grow. It's Corvidae Ballet. You could, if you were ever so inclined, I'm not saying that you would be, sometimes I'm not even inclined to do so, but there is a very, 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 very early version of that song posted in one of my college apartments recording videos, and it's of that tune way back when. Probably had a little bit different lyric structure. I'm not totally sure. I know the last two verses that you hear now, those were just not rewrote. Those were written about the time Decompose came out. So that was 2021, something like that. So yeah. So if you want to hear a really early version, you would have to type in "Ode to the Lonely Crow," because I wasn't as fond on song titling then. Not that I wasn't fond on it. I wasn't as particular then. Now I just want them really long and wordy. Yeah. Okay, I got two more tunes for you. And then I'll send you on your way. Send me on the way. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Could you imagine that being a high school mural Joseph and being, I will say, competent at the guitar, and having two teachers approach you and be like, we are doing the graduation song as a full band, and it's going to be Send Me On My Way by Rusted Root, and you're going to play the guitar, and you have no choice because you're the only one that can do it. And they made me do it, and I had to do it in front of everyone, and I hated it. But yeah. So if you want to see blood run from my ear, play Send Me On My Way by Rusted Root. Milling about the 3/4 fairy ring. Mulling my doubts in cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and allspice. From the same burnt bookshelf flower box, I see him grow lavender and chamomile for her tea. This larch longs for his laurel, an aromatic melee. No stoplight solid, her leaves keep him at bay. A tamarack is true to his words, felt her loving songs of her. I know the couple sing for the trees. I've even seen them take the time for the bees. Stuck between deciduous and conifer, let winter fake my death, held my green needles fall all the way down to yellow. Tar and feathered in the caterpillar year, let the moss bonds bluff, beg the question, what have I been hungering for? This larch longs for his laurel, an aromatic melee. No stoplight stalling, the leaves keep him at bay. A tamarack is true to his word, for the loving songs of her. I know the couple sing for the trees. I've even seen them take the time for the bees. Yeah, that was Hackmatack. I got chatty in the beginning of the set, and we're at an hour now, but I still got one more tune for you, so I hope that's all right. I hope this Sunday, if it's okay if we tip into the hour, maybe 8-minute mark, hour 10-minute mark. Sorry for this, sir, but thank you for the tea. It is quite delicious. That hit of mint is great. Good idea. This is last one was Hackmatack. This is Plenty of Reasons Not To. This is in the last slew of songs I've written since Appreciates You was finished. Then I've made demos of all these. You can find those on a collection called Demolitions. And that's on Patreon. You can find that. You can listen to them. You can download them. You can do whatever you want with them, except anything that I wouldn't want you to do with them. is. Leave that for you to decipher and think about. But you can do the fun stuff with it. Don't do the unfun stuff with it. Don't download it and do unfun stuff with it. That wouldn't be cool. Not cool, man. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to record a demo of this. The D stand for disembarkation. So that'll be something I'll get into in the next week or so, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait. I don't know. We'll see. But here's one more. Here's one more for you. This is plenty of reasons not to. Song to throw the safety onto, a tune unties your 13 loop knots, unslips the soles of your jumping shoes, a poem to flush the powders all down the drain. Promise that I won't need to sing them again. Go count the times I've had to sing them again. A promise I can keep is that I'll never stop. You need not say a word, though your singing is swell. Couple friends call as you sob on the couch. A new love interest calls off your date with death. The only resolution that you made that new year was your DOD was January 1, 2020. You see a little something's different about your days, and how they end up more than extended stay. You outgrew all the birthdays that you thought you'd missed. You find a gray hair on your 28th year. On your word, make your sorrows hurt. The more folks that know, the stigma can't grow. People always buy your bestest lie. You swear you're fine as you die inside. Go back on your word, make your sorrows hurt. The more folks that know, the stigma can't grow. You like that, Andy? Yeah. So there we are, folks. I feel that was a doozy. That was nice and fun. I enjoyed that very much. Sirius is snoozing so hard now. We lull the beast into slumber. We white Vam sleeps in slumber. That's such a good boy. But yeah, everyone take care. yeah, you can find these where you're finding them, right on YouTube. If you want to find them earlier, like soon, like 45 minutes after I press stop here, you can get that on Patreon for I think like $3 a month, which I know folks aren't always groovy into the subscription fee, but I mean, I'm sure there are days you spend something on $3, you're like, I shouldn't have done that. So why don't you do something that's maybe like, I don't know, maybe something you shouldn't do too. I don't know, man. I don't like to push a subscription-based thing, but there's a lot of stuff there. You can find a lot. You can find a lot more tunes. You can get digital downloads if you like this, but you're like, well, I got to go on an 18-mile jog into the woods, and all I have is my 2007 iPod Nano Fit that fits in this really old black armband that's just all decaying because it's from 2006 and it's been sun rotted, and that's all you can hold. Well, you can hold a day's worth of my digital downloads on there. If that's what you're doing, you can do that. Or not. Either way. Or you can come on Sundays and these are free forever. Except the Sunday after next, because I'll be on tour. But next Sunday, a special event. We're having someone coming over. We're having a special guest. I won't say any more. But I will be on my way, and I wish you the very best. Ta-ta. Oodles. Auf Wiedersehen. Open D.